Man, this week is turning out to be one heck of a week for games that are in need of a refresh. Hot off the heels of the Anthem news from yesterday about that game basically getting a 2.0 Realm Reborn style, hopefully, revamp and overhaul, a reinvention from BioWare over the next year or so, or however long it takes for them to fix that game. We got some brand new news about the first real expansion to The Division 2, which, if you've forgotten, I wouldn't blame you if you did, came out last year a little bit after Anthem. And while Division 2 was a much better game than Anthem was, it certainly has been a little bit light on content. They've had episodes come out where you're basically telling like mini stories. They've had, different things be added to the game, but certainly nothing major. So the first expansion was unveiled yesterday, and it's titled Warlords of New York. And man, as a Division fan, I'm really psyched. What's going on, guys? My name is The Black Link, and that's going to be what we're talking about today. The new Division 2 expansion, Warlords of New York. And as you can probably tell by the name of the expansion itself, we're heading home, baby. This expansion takes place back in the state of New York. Particularly, we're going to be in Manhattan this time around. And we'll be spending our time there in a brand new campaign to hunt down an old enemy, old Aaron Keener himself, the big bad from Division 1. The original rogue agent, the guy behind it all. Someone we have been looking to body for the last couple of years, and I'm glad that that's where this story is finally going. I'm glad we're returning to New York, and I'm glad we're getting a lot of brand new changes to the game. Because basically, Massive is going to be revolutionizing the way you play this game by making major changes to the way skill power works, by greatly reducing the amount of confusion tied in with stats on weapons and gear, making it a bit more uniform and easy to understand. And of course, the addition of new skills, new gear sets, new armor, new weapons, and new exotics, we're gonna have plenty of things to shoot for when all of this comes out. And I gotta say, it's gotten me really hyped. We had a series of live streams, well, really one big long live streams with a series of videos that went along with it, and a massive Q&A with the devs at Massive. Well, if you'll excuse the pun there. It was a lot of information, way more than I'm going to cover in this video, so I'll leave links to all of that down in the description box below. You can head over to Ubisoft's YouTube channel where they have videos covering all of it there, but there's a lot of good stuff to talk about here. Division 2 was already a really good game. It made a lot of great improvements over the first game. It launched with a decent amount of content, and they've been steadily adding bits and bits of content to it over the last year. So the notion of an entirely new expansion with all the big changes that they're making is really exciting to me. First things first, we've got some brand new enemy scaling. You're going to be moving from a max of level 30 and max power level of about 500 up to a max level of 40 and a power or gear score of 515. You'll recognize that if you're a Destiny player. They do have a power system, an item level system, similar to other MMOs present in the Division. But that's not the only Destiny-esque sort of thing there. There is going to be an infinite progression system, as they're calling it, that they're adding in, which is going to allow you to further customize your build by unlocking specific mods and whatnot as you play over the course of the content. They describe it as an infinite shade level progression system that lets players continue earning perk points to keep improving their agent indefinitely. So as long as you're playing the game, you're going to be able to earn those perk points to unlock perks to continue customizing your agent. This is something that sounds a little bit similar to the artifact system we currently have in Destiny 2. And you know what? I'm fine with it. I love it. We were talking yesterday about Anthem and how during its development, higher-ups at BioWare basically refused to learn any lessons from other games that were in the same genre. They basically disallowed conversations about Division and Destiny and Diablo, and refused to incorporate some of the good things that all of those franchises had learned over the course of their lives. Division. Massive ain't got that problem. If they see Bungie doing something smart with their game, they seem to have no problem taking some liberties with it and kind of pasting it in themselves. And I gotta tell you, I ain't got no problems with that either. Customization is the name of the game when it comes to the Division. It's all about making your own specific gear set to either max out your damage or max out your armor or be the ultimate healer, have some kind of utility. I love that about The Division. It embraces that RPG side that allows you to create some really crazy builds. And I can't wait to see what more is going to be coming with Warlords of New York. Now, additionally, the in-game system is seeing a complete overhaul in Warlords. This includes new legendary difficulty, seasons of content, kind of like what we have in games like Call of Duty right now and even Destiny, and of course the previously mentioned shade levels. That's stuff that you're going to be infinitely upgrading over the course of the game. In particular, those shade levels are going to be replacing the field proficiency cache system that we have in the game right now, where basically after you hit max level, whenever you get enough EXP that would have given you a level up, you basically got a loot crate that gave you armor and weapons and stuff like that. Now you're going to be getting shade levels. And these shade levels allow you to customize and increase several core attributes. Those attributes are offense for like weapon damage, headshot damage, critical hit chance and critical hit damage, defense for armor, health, explosive resistance and hazard protection, utility for skill damage, skill haste, skill duration, and skill repair, a miscellaneous category for increases to accuracy, stability, reload speed, and ammo capacity, and finally a trait called scavenging, which consists of credits, steel, ceramics, polycarbonate, carbon fiber, electronics, titanium, and printer filaments. Of course, those items that you utilize to craft your own weapons and armor. So basically, after you hit level 40, whenever you get enough EXP to level up you're basically going to get shade level points that you can put into any of these categories. And once you've maxed out the main categories of offense, defense, utility, and miscellaneous, you're going to be able to put all the rest of your points into the scavenging category, basically indefinitely. So after you've maxed out your character's stats, you're basically going to be able to stockpile on crafting materials ad infinitum. Which is neat. I think that's a great way to reward players who are continuing to play content even after they've maxed their characters out. Especially considering, you can get all these crafting materials by doing this, and crafting is a major part of the Division 2 endgame, recalibrating gear or creating new gear, upgrading gear, massive part of the endgame there. But additionally, once you hit level 40, you're actually going to get access to the new legendary difficulty, which will be active on missions like Roosevelt Island, Capitol Building, and the District Union Arena, which of course is going to throw you against the most elitist new faction of the Black Tusk, which hopefully are going to have some very specific rewards tied to them as well. But another part of the endgame grind is going to be the inclusion of seasons. Basically, for every 12 weeks, a season is going to task you to hunt down manhunt targets and earn unique rewards in the process. These seasons will become available for all players upon reaching level 40, allowing you to earn new skill mods and unique seasonal gear and cosmetics by progressing through the seasonal level system. So something very similar to the Destiny 2 system we have right now, where basically you go and you complete tasks, you get EXP, you level up, and you're going to unlock content on a season pass track. Now, while participating in seasonal events will yield additional season XP, all in-game activities are going to reward that seasonal XP, allowing you to progress through the seasonal track while engaging in the activities of your choosing. In addition, an optional purchase will be available in the in-game store, which increases the overall rewards gained per season. So yeah, they've got something there for you whales as well. So as you can see, there's going to be plenty of things to go for once Warlords of New York drops on March 3rd. Yeah, March 3rd. It's coming out in just a couple of weeks, and I cannot wait. I'm so psyched for this. They also went over a lot of little interesting tidbits over the course of the live stream. Our boy, Bullet King, long may he reign. He's getting a neat little shout out in Warlords as well. For those of you who don't know, Bullet King was a legendary NPC who everybody used to farm back in Division 1. And he's got his own brand new exotic LMG coming in Warlords. I thought that was a nice little touch, a nice way to remember a New York legend. But man, there's so much to talk about. There's so many cool things that got revealed yesterday. They're bringing back sticky bombs, which was like everybody's favorite skill power back in Division 1. Everyone was super confused when it wasn't there at the start of Division 2. Thankfully, we're getting that back. It's going to be able to set people on fire or do the classic stick a bomb to everybody and blow the entire world up. I really want to see what kind of skill build you're going to be able to make with that. and whether or not we're going to be able to make the massive overpowered bombs we used to be able to back in Division 1. Ooh man, do you remember the days of the 1.4 million damage per shot sticky bombs? It was nasty, and I can't wait to see what we're going to be able to do this time around. But anyways, there's all that and way more to learn about when it comes to the Division 2 Warlords of New York, dropping next month, March 3rd, on all platforms. And I know I certainly can't wait. This was just a small bit of the information that got covered yesterday. Again, if you are interested in the Division, I would definitely recommend you go check out the live stream that they had yesterday or all the videos that Ubisoft is uploading right now. There'll be links to all of that down in the description box below. But that is it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Are you a fan of The Division? Maybe you stepped away from The Division 2 for a little while because you didn't feel like you had much to do. Did you watch the live stream? What do you think about Warlords of New York? Be sure to let me know. I'm out for now. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. And if you'd like to further support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. The join button should be right beneath this video. And for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to special channel-specific emotes and other benefits. That's it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You guys stay frosty.